After a couple of lead changes, the Indians held the upper hand in a low-scoring first. Philip Heiler drained a three and read 10-9 Indians after one. They then put together a 13-6 run to open the second, started and finished by Heiler with a steal, and then a 2-on-1 deal with Brad Root. Heiler finished the job with a three-point play to make it 23-16. He was team high with 22 points before fouling out in the closing moments of the game. The Altar boys then came up with 8 straight to go in front, and that included a 5-point play on a triple by Dave Hermanick, followed by a bonus trip to the line on a foul away from the play. The Indians went back in front at 26-24 when Keith Swan did 3 of his 15.
26-all, that's the deal at half. Coach K said he didn't want to play a game in the 40s in this thing, so they're going to have to pick it up a little bit in the second half, and I kind of think they'll do that.
At halftime, he told us we have to up-tempo the game, and we have to make it into the 60s, that type of game. We have to run up and down. If not, we might not be successful. So when I came in, I made sure that we had that transition game out, and we made easy baskets.
And they got a bunch of them in the third in a 21-7 blitz. Nick DeRamo finished that assault with a chip shot for 2 of his 14 to go with 11 boards. And they pushed the spread out to 19 early in the fourth. Alrashon Clardy helped to do it with some quality minutes off the bench. The Knights did make it a little scary, closing to within 7 at garbage time, but the Indians put in some quality time at the line. Chris Kelly knocked down 8 of 9 free throws in his 10-point effort with the same number of rebounds. In fact, the Indians hit 21 of 28 at the line in the second half, in which they also blistered a 63% clip from the field. Translation, 77-68 win.
We put Philip in the post because we knew they were going to have to sag off one of the wings of the point, and they did. And I put Swan and Root in those 2 positions, and I said one of you 2 have to be open or Heiler gets it one-on-one.
They now go one-on-one with Whitehall Yearling for the whole thing Saturday morning at 11. Jim Evans, Newswatch 27 Sports.
The Indians hit 3 of their tournament team record 5 three-pointers in the first quarter. This one by Nick DeRamo broke an 11-all tie and boosted Girard to an 18-13 advantage after one. The Rams went to their big man, 6'9" junior Samaki Walker, repeatedly in the second quarter to butt their way into a couple of three-point leads. Girard used its defense to reverse that. Philip Heiler converts a turnover into a go-ahead hoop here. It took a bucket by Charles Austin off a nice feed from Gary Hankins to break the last tie of the half and give Whitehall a 31-29 edge.
Indians are only down 2 at the half, even though the stats show that Samaki Walker has 16 points and 9 boards, and Girard has only 4 rebounds as a team. If they can change that just a little bit, they can grab that big trophy in the second half. Let's see how they do.
Girard surged from 4 down while Walker spent about 3 minutes on the bench after picking up his 3rd foul. Chris Kelly cashed in 2 of his 12 in an 8-0 run that produced a lead of 4. Walker returned and made an immediate impact, helping to produce 3 lead changes and 4 ties. When he scored the last of his 24 points, the Rams were up 54-50 with 5:08 left.
We called a timeout, and we came over to the bench, and we just came together there because we're all screaming because we were getting mad that we were getting beat. So we just pulled it together and went out there.
They went out there and blitzed Whitehall 17-3 the rest of the way. Heiler posted 8 in the winning rally, putting the Indians on top by scoring down low and adding a free throw. He piled up 34 points. Girard finished the Rams off with 8 straight charity tosses and some key defense. What made the great stretch run happen?
Well, it's definitely the intensity level. We are very confident. We came together, and the most thing, we are very together. This team thinks that we could beat anybody.
And so, at a few seconds after 12:30, the underdog Indians completed a 64-57 triumph that delivers Trumbull County's first non-girls state basketball championship. The 1993 Division II state champs. In Columbus, I'm Jim Campbell, Newswatch 27 Sports.